Welcome to Zen in a Moment, episode 32 with Zen Cryer DeBrook. We are continuing on with our fear series on, just really outlining all the different components and ways that we have mental fear in our lives and what it is that where you can get to the bottom of what the fear is so that you can use your internal guidance system to pivot, find an opening, and release that fear so you don't have to live in there anymore. And there's a lot of different ways that fear impacts our lives. All right. And one of them is with frustration. You're like, what? How can frustration be fear-based at all? I don't get it. Well, what I've found is that frustration is always closing, and it's always with a situation or a thing that we're experiencing. Okay. A situation or a thing. It's not a person. So this is like you can be frustrated with your kid for not putting the dish in the dishwasher, but you're not really irritated. You just feel like the situation's not going to change. If they come in, and maybe you could be irritated because there's other irritations happening. A lot of times we transfer irritation to other people instead of dealing with the person that we're irritated with in our minds and reconfiguring it and finding the solution. But oftentimes we're not really irritated with the person. We're frustrated with the situation that we find ourselves in with them. Or a thing like a computer or a snowblower. That's one's for you, honey. Or it could be, untangling a necklace or loading a dishwasher. There's all kinds of these little frustrations that happen on a regular basis. And the reason why I love this one is it feels like a miracle. It truly feels like a miracle. I will be in, let's say one of my favorite ones is I'm untangling a necklace. 2 necklaces are all tied together. They're super tiny and I'm trying to untangle them. And I'm getting really frustrated because I can't get it done. What I have found is I will have a belief that it's too hard. I can't do it. It's not possible. Now, these are all core fears that we hold. It's not just about the necklace. It's about all kinds of things. And so what I found that will happen is if I stop and I simply relax my body, drop into my listening. This is one of those moments when dropping into your listening is like incredible. And just relax and let my fingers start playing with the necklaces and just kind of doing whatever my fingers want to do, pull them apart or do whatever. All of a sudden, I'm holding 2 necklaces and I didn't even put my brain on it. Our mind often messes things up. It's the same with technology. I'll be having a technical difficulty. And when I drop into my listening and I just wait, flow will come into my body and move forward. And flow is the opposite of frustration. And all of a sudden, I'll just have this epiphany idea of how to fix it. Frustration can also be like when I have to go to the DMV. And I'm frustrated because I believe the situation can't and will not change. That the DMV will always be difficult. It's always going to take me forever. During COVID, they didn't even have appointments. You couldn't book an appointment. All these things were happening. I can tell you that when I drop into my listening, I will find the perfect time to go. Like literally, I'll be like, oh, time to go to the DMV. I got to get down there. And I'm out of the DMV within 15 or 20 minutes. Seriously, done. It goes on and on and on. Situation where I can't get something that I need. And I don't know how to get it and I have to have it. Pool supplies or a school book that my daughter needs, something. Drop it, go into my listening, wait, and I will feel a next step in that situation. Okay, even a thing, a computer where I can't figure something out. I'm getting frustrated, can't find the answer, can't get it to do what I need it to do. Drop into my listening, and it may be leave it alone. Maybe turn it back on. That happens a lot, It could be look it up. It could be that it solves itself. I can't tell you how many times I've dropped the frustration about a situation or thing and it drops. It completely drops. It completely stops, whatever it is. There are many, many ways in which it just miraculously solves itself. It is one of the things where I've heard people that I thought were crazy say that if you stop, the situation will solve itself, that there's inanimate objects even will find a way to collaborate with you when you move away from the resisting, frustrating energy. And I have found it to be so over and over and over. I consider myself really good at being able to do things like thread a pipe into another pipe or get a screw into a difficult place by just relaxing and letting my body, my hand, do the work. It knows exactly how to, I could have tried screwing that in and unscrewing it, and it's just not working. The screw just keeps getting offset, and it's just not able to get in. I have to keep pulling it back out. I'll stop, take a deep breath, close my eyes, and start to do it, and it goes right in. I have many, many projects where friends will be like, okay, this is your bailiwick. Come over here and do this part where the thing won't go in right. And I'm able to do it by just dropping all attachments, all outcomes, all frustration. Frustration is always with a situation or thing, and it comes down to a core belief. You can't do it. You won't do it. You're not good at it. Everything always goes wrong for you. Nothing ever works right. You're bad with technology. You're bad with communication. They never have what you need. All of these core fears, those are really actually fears. They look like core beliefs, but they're fears. Nothing ever goes right for me is actually a deep fear that everything's always going to be hard. Right? So look at when you're frustrated, dropping it. You don't even have to truly figure it out. Go into your deep listening. Your body and your deeper soul knows how to move you through that. And what happens is you learn that you don't need to be frustrated at all. That you can drop in, and there's a deep place of knowing within you about that situation or that thing that's causing frustration. And there's a deep part of you that can solve it without you even needing to really get into it. All right. This is an interesting one because I don't even really know how it works. I just know it does. Enjoy it. It's really fun to be on the other side of frustration. I'm sending you love and blessings. If you are enjoying listening to the Zen in a Moment mini podcast, I want to invite you to something where you can get even more juicy, amazing content. I'd love to invite you to join the Fear Free Human Collective. It is a community membership site where I do training, coaching, I do mini master classes and masterminds and share all kinds of amazing content. And it's super affordable, and we have amazing people that are in it working on finding their openings when they are closed. It is a really lovely place to kind of have a respite from the world where cancer culture is running rampant and people are not getting along. If you want to go somewhere where people are not only getting along, but they are having a blast and sharing wins on how their life is dynamically changing by using their internal guidance system, then this is the place to go. Simply go to BeFearFreeNow.com. That URL again is BeFearFreeNow.com, and you will discover how affordable our membership is. We have a free level where you can come on in. Please give us a trial, enjoy it. And then we have levels that are $27, $47, and $97, depending on the level of training and the depth of coaching you want. So come join us. Join this wonderful, incredible movement to create a fear-free human species on this planet. I'd love to have you. Go to BeFearFreeNow.com. I'll see you there.